Here is one example which will help us to distinguish between a food chain and a food web. So here they have asked us to write down the name and category of each of the component shown in the picture. So here is one example of a food chain. We begin with producers, that is plants. They are the ones which prepare their carbohydrate food in presence of sunlight. So plants are called as producers because they can prepare their own carbohydrate food through photosynthesis, or we can even call them as autotrophs. These plants in turn are eaten up by a grasshopper, which is a herbivore and a primary consumer. So a grasshopper here represents the primary consumer. The grasshopper in turn is eaten up by a frog, which is a secondary consumer. The frog is eaten up by a snake, which is a tertiary consumer. And top or apex level consumer, that is an eagle over here, has been shown. So at every level, maybe it is primary, secondary, tertiary or apex, we have shown just one organism. Now when all these plants and animals they die, the dead bodies of these organisms are decomposed with the help of microbes and saprotrophs, which decompose the dead and decaying organic matter. So these are the decomposers, that is bacteria and fungus, which bring about the decomposition of dead and decaying organic matter. And that is how they are the ones which are responsible for returning back the nutrients into nature. So it is due to the decomposers that the nutrients return back to nature. So this is one example of food chain which has been shown to us, and at every level if you see whether it is primary, secondary, tertiary or apex level, we have just one animal that is present. So it is this flow of energy through a single straight pathway from lower trophic level to the higher one, and that is called as a food chain. So it is the flow of energy in a straight path from the lower trophic level to the higher one. Now the next question says, what is necessary to convert this picture into food web and why? So if we want to convert this picture into a food web, we need to include more number of animals at every level. Like for example, primary consumers, we have squirrel, deer, goat, rabbit, zebra, elephant. All these are primary consumers which are directly dependent upon producers. Similarly, we can have number of other animals also as secondary consumers or tertiary or the top or the apex level. So by increasing the number of animals at every level, we can convert a food chain into a food web. And why do we need to do this? Because by doing this, we can increase the biodiversity. So in order to increase biodiversity, it is necessary to have more number of animals at every level. Let us now see some differences between a food chain and a food web. So here are a few differences between a food chain and a food web. Firstly, with respect to the meaning, a food chain is the flow of energy through a single straight pathway from the lower trophic level to higher one. So if we begin from the producers, in the food chain that we saw in the previous slide, we had just one grasshopper, one frog, one snake and the eagle. So that is how the trophic level went on increasing from the lowermost, that is a grasshopper, to the highest one, that is the eagle. And at every level we had just one animal. So it's a straight pathway from lower trophic level to higher one. It is the multiple linked food chains through which flow of energy happens in the ecosystem. So here you will have a number of animals at every level and they all are interlinked. Energy flow. Single linear pathway of energy and nutrient flow. Multiple interconnected pathways through which nutrient and energy flow can take place. Feeding relationship. Members of higher trophic level feed upon a single type of organism of lower trophic level. So here we found that the eagle was dependent just upon snake. The snake was dependent just upon frogs and the frog on grasshopper. So here we find that the members of the higher trophic level feed on a single type of organism from a lower trophic level. Members of higher trophic level feed upon different types of organisms of lower trophic level. So here we will have more number of animals at every trophic level and hence they will be dependent upon a variety of organisms belonging to the lower trophic levels. Disturbance. The whole chain gets affected if just one group of organism disturbs. So if any of these from the grasshopper, frog, snake and eagle, if any of these at any level, one organism goes missing, it will affect the entire food chain. But here in case of food web, if one or group of organisms is removed, it does not impact the food web. Because there are number of organisms at every level, the impact will be definitely less. So these are a few differences between food chain and food web. Here we have two examples of food web. Starting from here, we have a producer plant here, which is eaten up by a grasshopper eaten up by a rat in turn eaten up by a python, and a python eaten up by a apex level, top level consumer like eagle. Another food chain that is operating here is flowering plant eaten up by a butterfly in turn eaten up by a frog eaten up by a python, and again the eagle here. You have one more, a producer eaten up by a butterfly, the butterfly in turn eaten up by a dragonfly, the dragonfly in turn eaten up by a frog, and this is again continued this way. But a dragonfly can be even eaten up by a bird, and a bird in turn eaten up by a wolf, the wolf eaten up by the apex level eagle. So here we find that there are so many individual food chains which are operating, and that is because at every level we have got number of animals. Here there are so many producers which have been shown. All these are primary consumers which are directly dependent upon producers. So there are number of primary consumers, number of secondary consumers and tertiary consumers, and even the apex level consumer. So simultaneously we can see a number of food chains that are operating, and when such a thing happens we refer it to as a food web. That is, multiple linked food chains are operating and through which the flow of energy is taking place in the ecosystem. So all these food chains, they are all interlinked. Same way here also we find, here we have berries, that is producers eaten up by a green fly eaten up by a beetle, which is in turn eaten up by a dragonfly, which is then eaten up by a frog, then a snake, which is eaten up by a buzzard, apex level animal. Likewise, there are number of more such food chains which are operating simultaneously. in a given ecosystem. So when multiple linked food chains are operating in the ecosystem through which the energy flow is taking place, we refer it to as a food web. And we know the importance of a food web because it increases the biodiversity. So here we have the difference between food web and food chain.